Okay, so an update on the aquaponics garden. I'm probably going to be working on that most of the autumn, but we've got some buckets here, some containers a friend gave me who works in a feed mill, a bunch of these things. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll show you the big container that I have, the IBC tote later. Now what was stored in these is oxygen scavenger. So I'm going to cut these in half and have to wash them out real well. I need to go get some of the some papers on it to see what to see what we can do. So it should be the main thing is it's really meant for boiler water, to get the oxygen out of the water. Somehow he uses it in his boilers, but the thing is that is this something that will absorb into the plastic and will leach out into the soil and actually deprive the water of oxygen once I get my fish in there? So this may not be something I can use. I just need to look up some look up some basic data on that. But we've got some containers here nonetheless, and if they don't work out, I can just do something with them. I guess you have to dispose of it. That's how you need to with any kind of chemical like this. But the container was free, didn't have to pay for it. This black container was sulfuric acid, so I probably will not do that because I know that will change the pH of the soil too radically, and I may never be able to use that. So I'm probably going to just not use this one at all, just simply because of the sulfuric acid will change the pH of the soil, make it just hits acid, so you'll probably just never get enough of it out of there. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3. If you cut these in half a piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds, growing beds out of that. So let's go on over here and check out the IBC tote. So here's the IBC tote, got from the same friend. It contained liquid bioenhancer before. It's really a sweet smell, and almost so sweet that it makes you sick to the stomach. They use it in their feed, their deer feed and animal feed. It has sugar in it. See, soybean oil, natural artificial ingredients, propylene glycol. There's a lot of sugar in it as well. Let's go around to the other side. I think there's some other information on it there. I forget which size this is. I don't know if this is the 275 gallon or the over 300 gallon size of it. Yeah, doesn't really say. Pretty much the same label there. But that's the IBC tote. The thing I like about it is it has this nice handle on it. As you can see, there's still some more stuff in it. Haven't had time to clean it out, but we could just screw on some PVC right there, valve to open it, close it, and this will be the fish tank primarily. I plan to use, at least. Trying to figure out the best way to do this part. Here's what it looks like in here. Never taken this lid off. It's just gummy. As you can see, hopefully you can see inside there. Some bugs, flies, and things and the like in there. We're going to have to spend a lot of time. Can you see that? I have to spend a lot of time trying to get all that washed out of there. And that's probably we'll work on that as the autumn goes on. And once again, we got these nice threads right in here. You can screw some PVC dump water back in. Don't have to make much modifications to this, which is much to my liking. And so just need to clean it up well. And that may be a good unit for an aquaponic fish tank. For those of you who don't know, aquaponics is you're combining growing plants with growing fish. And the fish manure essentially fertilizes the plants, and the plants clean and filter the water out for the fish. And it's a symbiotic relationship. And so we've got one of these, plus we got all those grow beds there, and we ought to be able to come up with something to start experimenting. And I guess that's what's going on here in the Madman Labs. Greenhorn gardening is always the Madman Labs, is kind of the mad scientist, always experimenting with various things. But this is what we're doing now is beginning to experiment with aquaponic gardening, and primarily because, I don't know about you, but for me, I have a bad back. I can't do a lot of lifting and stuff as much anymore. Although it isn't too bad, I'm looking for ways of gardening that reduce the amount of work I have to put in, and yet more and more ways that it can just sustain itself. And this is a method I've heard about, but at the time I first started looking, there wasn't a lot of information to it, but now I'm really ready to just kind of dive into it. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of you have wanted something like this. And so let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys later. All right, I'll give you updates on this, and as I continue to to grow and learn this kind of thing. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.